Good day, grade 9s, and once again, your favorite uncle is with you. Well, today we're going to be looking at the multiplication of integers in algebra. So if you haven't subscribed, please just make sure you are part of this family. All right, as we are going to dive into this lesson. So as I record this video, it is pouring out there and there's a bit of thunder as well. So please don't be alarmed at the sounds that you hear in the background. That's if you can hear them at all. Right, now firstly, let's just recap on what we did in grade 8. Now you'd remember in grade 8 we spoke about exponents, right? So in grade 8 we said, look, if you've got bases that are the same and you are multiplying, right? So our bases are the same and we've got exponents. Remember, we call this a base, all right? We call this an index, or we call it an exponent, right? So if our bases are the same and we are multiplying, so what are we going to do? We are going to add the exponent. So similar bases, we are multiplying, and so the exponents will simply be added. Okay, so we need to remember that. Okay, so just making an example. So if I take x, in this case exponent 2, and I multiply it by x exponent 3, and what will happen? In this case it will simply be x to the exponent of 5. Why? Because I'll simply say that's 2 plus 3 and we are adding the exponents, and so we get x to the exponent of 5. All right, now in this case that's what we are going to do when we look at multiplication. But another thing that's very important for us to note is that we remember, we said, well, when you multiply a negative times a negative, what do you get? You get a positive. So whenever you multiply integers, right, with the same sign, you always get a positive. So what am I trying to say? If I also take a positive multiplied by positive, I should be able to get a positive as well. So two integers with the same sign will always result in a positive. That's if I'm multiplying. And if I take integers with different signs and I'm multiplying, I will always get a negative, right? So a negative multiplied by positive will give me a negative. So similarly, if I say positive times a negative, that should give me a negative. So we're trying to say, if you are multiplying integers with different signs, you always get a negative. Okay, right. Now let's get right into it. So for instance, if I were to take, let's say, 2x multiplied by minus 3x plus 4x times negative 5x. All right, now in this case, if I were to try and simplify this, right, so the instruction would be to simplify. This is not an equation, right? It is a mathematical expression, and anytime that I look at a mathematical expression, I need to always I can always simplify, right? So if I look at this, what will I do? So firstly, the integers multiply, right? And the variables, once we add them, the exponents add. Please remember that. So I will say 2 multiplied by negative 3. Now note in this case, the signs are different. Positive times a negative, that will give me a negative. Now, we've got x to the exponent 1, another x to the exponent 1. So that will be negative 6. X, that's 1 plus 1, and that's going to be negative 6x squared, right? And then I am now going to take on the next one. So this is plus. Okay, so we've got 4 multiplied by negative 5. That will give me a negative 20, right? Again, x multiplied by x. This will give me x squared. Once again, I am adding the integers, right? The exponents. So my bases are the same. I'm adding exponents. So now we've got like terms. Now, if you remember in our previous video, we spoke about adding or subtracting like terms. And I said to you, what constitutes like terms? Like terms are formed when we've got the same variable, right? So note we've got x and x over here, but also we need to have the same index or exponent. So in this case, this is squared and this is squared. So definitely those will be like terms. So I said to you, if the signs are the same, and in this case we are adding, so we keep the sign and we add the integers, right? So 6 plus 20, that will give me 26, but we keep the negative sign. So this is negative 26x squared. So that's my final answer, right? Okay, so let's take another example. So if I say to you, we've got 2b into negative 3b squared minus a negative 5b, okay, plus 4b. All right, now let's quickly have a look at it. How are we going to simplify this? So we said our integers multiply. So 2 times negative 3, positive times a negative, gives me a negative. So that will be negative 2 times 3 gives me 6. Right, now note this, we've got b and b squared. So remember, we said the exponents add. We are multiplying the same basis. So the exponents add. So I'm going to add 1 plus the 2 there, and that will give me 3. So remember, when we have no number there, it means that there is that 1, invisible 1 in inverted commas. Right, so in this case, we've got b cubed because we've said 1 plus the 2, that will give us 3. Now let's go on to the next one. So we've got negative times a negative. Remember, we said if we're multiplying bases that are or rather signs that are the same, we always end up with a positive. So negative times a negative will be positive. So that's 5b. Okay. And this is going to be plus 4b. Now, do we have bases, or rather, do we have like terms? Of course we do, right? The only like terms that I have are 5b as well as 4b. Right? In this case, because we said like terms have to have the same base, or rather the same variable, and in this case, the same index. So that will be minus 6b cubed, right? This one does not have a mate. It doesn't have, in this case, a like term, right? So we've got these two. So we've got 5b plus 4b, both of them positive. We said if signs are the same, we add and we keep the sign. So this will be plus 9b. Right, I hope that makes sense, ladies and gents. Right, I want you now to take another one that you'll kind of do on your own, right? And I want you to try it out and see what you end up with. Okay, so I'm going to say, well, if I take 6a into negative a times b plus 2ab into minus 3b plus 4ab. Right. Please pause the video. Try to do it on your own. And thereafter, you can look at my solution. All right. So if you've paused, and let's kind of see what the answer will be there. Right, so we've got positive 6 multiplied by negative 1. So what does that give us? It gives us negative 6, right? And now we've got a multiplied by a. Remember, in this case, the bases are the same. So we're going to add the exponents. So this will be a squared, right? Multiplied by b, right? Because we still have that b over there. Right, now let's go to the next one. So we've got plus, okay? We've got a positive 2 multiplied by negative 3. Remember, once again, right, the signs are different and we are multiplying, so we end up with different rather a negative. So this will be negative 6, 2 times 3, that's 6. And this will be a, right? So it doesn't have a base that is the same. But we've got b multiplied by b. Bases are the same, we add the exponent. So that's going to be ab squared. And then finally, we're going to add this 4ab. So ladies and gents, can we add all of these terms together? They almost look similar, but please be careful, right? They are not all the same, okay? So if I look at them, right, we've got a squared b, we've got ab squared, and we've got ab, right? They almost look similar, but they are not the same. So this is the simplest form that we can leave this answer. Okay, we cannot add any of those bases because the basis is, as much as the bases are the same, right? Or rather, we've got similar variables, but they don't have the same index or exponent. So we're going to leave that answer in that way. All right, let's take just 2 more that you're going to do on your own, and I'm going to leave you with one that you'll kind of do on your own, right? So we've got 2x times negative 3x minus okay, right, now let's quickly have a look at it. Okay, so we've got a positive times a negative. That will give us a negative. So we multiply the index, rather the coefficient. So 2 times 3 will give us 6. X times x will give us x squared. Right, so once again, negative times a negative will give us a positive. So plus, that's going to be 5x, and plus, that's 4x squared. Now if I look at this, I have got similar bases, right? Or rather similar, bases. So that's x squared and x squared there. I've got like terms, and so I've got a negative 6x squared plus 4x squared. And so what does that give us? If the signs are different, we subtract and we take the sign of the bigger number. So we've got this bigger number here. So that's going to be negative 2x squared, because 6 minus 4 gives us 2. All right, now this is plus 5x. We cannot solve this any further, or we cannot add in this case, so we are going to leave it in that format. Okay, right, and one last one that we are going to do together. Okay, so suppose I've got 2x into 3xy minus negative 2x minus 6xy multiplied by 2x minus 5x squared. Now please pause the video, try to do it on your own, right? And now let's look at the solution. Hopefully you paused and you were able to try and work it out on your own. And let's see. So we've got 2 times 3, which gives us 6. We are multiplying the coefficients. So this is going to be x times x. This is x squared. This is multiplied by y. Okay, so negative times a negative gives us a positive. So that's positive 2x. And now a negative multiplied by a positive gives us a negative. So 6 times 2 gives us 12. Again, x multiplied by x, that will be x squared multiplied by y. And then finally, that's minus 5x squared. Now let's try and see, are there any like terms in this case? Almost definitely, right? We've got these as x squared y, so we can add the 2. So notice we've got positive and a negative, So we know that if the signs are different, we are going to subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. So the bigger number there is 12. So we take the negative sign, and 12 minus 6 will give us 6. So we've got 6x squared, negative 6x squared y. Okay, now these two are not like terms, right? So if I notice these two are not like terms, so what are we going to have? We are simply going to say plus 2x minus 5x squared. All right, I hope that makes sense. Ladies and gents, please, I want you to practice these as often as you possibly can, right? And we are going to keep on just adding more and more of this. But of course, before I leave, I'm going to give you an exercise that you're going to do on your own, right? So let's take this one, x times y minus 3x into x y squared plus 4y into negative 3xy. Okay, and please just give me the final answer to that and let me know what it is. Please put it in the comment section. And well, I want to leave it there for now. I hope that you understood this. We're going to take this more and more. And the next part that I'm going to be dealing with, well, I know that today we were dealing with just the multiplication of integers. Right, so we're going to be looking at division of integers in algebra. For now, I'll see you guys next time. Please don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you guys again next time. Shap shap.